the Be With podcast, where we're turning hustle into legacies with Dr.Stance. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Turning Hustle into Legacy with Dr. Stance, the show where we talk about growth, healing, and building your legacy while protecting your peace, right? Today, I wanted to talk about enjoying your solitude. Listen, they problems ain't yours, period. Okay? So let's just get real. Sometimes peace, it does feel lonely, but it's still peace. And it's that old saying that's better to sit alone in silence than to stand in a crowd of confusion. So today I just kind of wanted to dive in and like how to embrace solitude, stop carrying unnecessary burdens, and create boundaries that kind of just serve your legacy, you know? And so I really realized that solitude is not loneliness. It's intentional space to think, to plan, and to fucking breathe. Okay? So another old myth, if you're alone, something's wrong with you. But the truth is, solitude is where most people level up, right? That's just the old myth. My granny used to tell me that all the time. If you always alone, something wrong with you, go get some friends. But it's like, yeah, but when I'm with my friends, I'm doing dumb shit. But when I'm by myself, I'm leveling up, right? I don't think I'll be able to get as far and build a multi-million-dollar company with just kicking it all the time. So to me, I think solitude, it gives you clarity to your own voice. It gives you space to focus on your goals, and it gives you time to separate your energy from other people's drama, okay? So I remember an African proverb where it said, when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. So solitude kind of helps you defeat the inner noise. You know what I'm talking about? So let's talk about some boundaries. Like, what does boundaries look like when it's surrounding solitude? Some people will hand you their problems like it's just your job to solve them. And then you stressed out with high blood pressure and diabetes because your ass didn't smoke too much weed because you didn't got high. And now you got high blood pressure, okay, and diabetes. No, we're not doing none of that. So don't make somebody else's storm your umbrella's problem, okay? Listen, if you care, you have to take on everybody's struggle. Yeah, right. Truth is, you can support without sacrificing yourself. Okay? There's always a way to support people without sacrificing yourself. For example, I house over 50 children. I promise you, 45 of them call and they got issues. If I took on all their problems, I wouldn't be able to make it. Right? So I figured out and masterminded how to support these youths without sacrificing my own mental health. Okay? Because listen, if the head ain't right, the body ain't going to be right. Then the feet, we stumbling. Right? So set boundaries by saying, I hear you, but I can't carry that for you. It's nothing wrong with saying that. Peace feels like heavy when you let everybody's chaos land on you. You know what I'm saying? Peace not supposed to be heavy. It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be peaceful. So the power of enjoying your own company is just something that solitude, that's where the power is created. And it's clarity. That's where you obtain those things. That's when that's born. You in solitude is where it's power. And you create and you have clarity. Another old saying, the quieter you become, the more you hear. A calm mind is powerful, right? A calm mind is a powerful mind. So in your solitude, you can make better decisions. You can hear your intuition clearly. Listen, we all got the discernment. It's just about tapping into it. You can build your confidence and your self-reliance. You know how to, decipher these thoughts that you have. You can rely more on yourself. So sometimes being alone is where most leaders, creators, innovators, that's why they sharpen themselves. Facts. Being with too many people, that shit crowds your judgment. Right? So this is how I enjoy my solitude. I'm practicals, with ways to embrace my own company, if that makes sense. I like to create a morning routine before engaging with anybody. You get up, you know what I mean? You get your paper, do what you do, if it's reading your Bible, if it's journaling. Hell, if it's podcasting, okay, because it's a form of mental health and letting out, not harboring, right? You could take quiet walks without distractions. Date yourself. Shit, take yourself to lunch, movies, shopping. Okay. The point is to limit toxic interactions. A peace of mind is worth more than a bag of gold. You understand? Protect your peace, like I always say, as if it's currency, because it is. You got to watch how you spend that shit. I always say that. Peace, okay? It's literally a currency, because you got to watch how you spend that shit. Okay? Letting go of other people's drama is so important. Not everyone wants help, first off. Some just want someone to carry their mess. Some want some to just vent. But a big tip on stop absorbing their problems is you can listen to that shit without holding it in. You can avoid fixing repeated patterns. Like, you could let people solve their own challenges, but you got to protect your energy from constant negativity. Just remember, you can care, but you don't have to carry. You can't pour from an empty cup. How does that work? If the cup is empty, there's no way for you to pour, right? So try to stay tuned by keeping your shit full, period. Being alone is weakness. That's what they used to say. No, being alone builds strength, okay? Protecting your energy is necessary. Happiness grows in peace and self-connection. You know what I mean? So as I wrap this up, I just wanted to keep it cute, sweet, and simple today. I think an old saying again is some folks will have you fighting battles they started, then blame you for being tired. So just know that your solitude helps you recognize what is yours to handle and what is not, okay? So literally, you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you can't refill it in chaos. So enjoy your solitude, protect your peace, and remember, you're not just hustling, you turning a hustle into a legacy. So I'm Dr. Stance, y'all, and I'll see y'all next episode. This is your host, Dr. Stance.